Talking to you about throwing fireballs, baby, because this is the Catholic Firebrand with balls of fire. And I thank you very much for joining me.
Let me tell you, God doesn't go cheap. Everything God does is amazing. Creation of everything, right? Got to be careful before you take a lash to the back of the mystical body. Catholic Church is big time.
Do you realize the Holy Catholic Church is 2,000 years old? Do you realize we outlived every major empire? Do you realize Rome couldn't destroy us? The Muslim Empire couldn't destroy us. The barbarians couldn't destroy. Do you realize that we went up against far worse than you? Like, oh, so far worse, like ridiculously far worse than you. Worshiping God, biblically, is liturgical. It requires a priest. It requires an altar. It requires a sacrifice. The preeminence and power of the Holy Catholic Church, and that is just true. So, folks, if you ever get a comment that says the Catholic Church worships idols, it doesn't. You know why they say that? Do you know why they say the Catholic Church worships idols, statues, and worships Mary? I'm going to tell you why they say that, and then I never want you to give another thought again. Here's why they say that. They say that we worship idols because worship for them is prayer. Why is worship for them prayer? Because that's all they have. They have no priesthood. They have no altar. They have nothing to offer as a sacrifice to God, which is biblically worship. Cain and Abel both offered sacrifices to God. God accepted one and rejected the other because it was an unworthy sacrifice. It was insufficient sacrifice. So we know God has a standard. The Holy Catholic Church has outlived every empire the world has ever known, and it will outlive the ideologies of her modern secular enemies too. Religion is literally part of reality, just as the sun and moon and stars and water and fish are. It's a part of reality. If religion is not important, God would not have established it in the human order. Jesus Christ wouldn't have followed. Jesus Christ is the truth, right? He's not going to follow it if it's nonsense. 9 out of 10 of those things is going to be objectively wrong. But the culture has been convinced that these wrong things, abortion is one example. That'll probably get me deplatformed somewhere, but what the hell? If you are thinking about restoring and renewing your Catholic identity, the time to do it is now. First, you may not have tomorrow. Also, we're living in a time where God is calling his children home, and he is activating them in ways that I believe we have not seen in 2,000 years.